get their fabric pots, a trellis net, plant size, and trimmers. Definitely a good price for all that you get in a kit. I'll have a link in the description section below so you can learn more about these Grow 10 kits. And the discount code TheStash15 works on both Amazon and their website, acinfinity.com. What do you got in the garden, man?
Oh, it's a loaded question, bro. I've got some excitement. I can't even get into everything I'm getting into right now because I got some big things I've never done before coming up. But to answer your question, I've got 2 Dead Ops OG by Zaza Genetics, and these girls are going ham. I actually just posted a picture on my Instagrams at Pigeons420. Go check it out. I'm filling, last grow I filled 1 tent, 1 plant. Now it's 2 girls, 1 tent. And do you ever never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I was like, wait a second. Anyways,
wait, so hold on. We gotta back up because last time we were connected here on live, you had no power. Your plants were no power for over 20 hours. What happened, man? They survived?
Yeah, I guess, man. Yeah. So far, so good. You're right. 27 hours, no power. And it was cold. It was really cold. And because my garden is in the basement, in a cold room in the corner. And they were without power and in cold. So 27 hours, as I repeated myself. And I was really concerned, not so much about the light, because a lot of people said the light's not going to be a big deal. You know, they'll end up being just fine. It was actually the cold I was more worried about. Rob had a good idea about wrapping them up in a blanket, and I would love to say that I did that, but I didn't.
You did it? It worked?
No. Like, granted, you know, if we'd been getting some prolonged, like longer than a day, maybe I would have started to take some measures to try to prevent any kind of adverse effects. But everything, power came on. We actually lost our water after the power came on. We had a boil water advisory because our water plant was off for so long and sediment built. I don't know how it works, but science. And so, needless to say, so far they appear as if they've come out completely unscathed.
Wow. So that's great. Did you film any content after when the lights came on and like get the camera in there real quick?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I did. Yep, I did. And honestly, all they looked like were as if they had been overwatered slightly. You know, and like that heavy droop, which is almost similar to like too cold look, like a cold look. Yeah. That was it. And all I did was give her a good feed the next morning. And, like, honestly, it was nothing. It was nothing.
What did you water last? Or before that? What did you water prior to that?
It probably would have been the day before.
So because I wasn't part of it, that water, the moisture in there got cold. It made it more cold at the roots.
Yeah. And yeah, because I was concerned that it was going to run out of water while we didn't have power and water, and I was going to have to water my plants with bad water, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
But I didn't have.
You don't have a reservoir at all by chance?
No.
Man, I changed the game for myself. I used to be that 10 5-gallon bucket guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of 5-gallon, Home Depot buckets. I'm so tired of that lifestyle, so I changed it up instead of. What do you mean? You've never done that?
No. 10 bucks? No.
I got 5-gallon buckets. Right, filling those up and then mixing your nutrients in with that.
Oh.
How do you mix your nutrients?
With a watering can.
Oh yeah, well you're not growing. Yeah, because you have limited to like a couple plants in there. You don't have. Yeah, smart man.
Smart man. 1 watering can, 3
Life
gallons.
is so much better.
Life, bro, is easy, man.
Yeah, when you're growing like 30-some plants. I mean, to be fair, I'm my mom's caregiver too, so I'm growing, and she smokes like I do. So we got to double up. But to also be fair, Miss B was on the blunt rotation a lot when we were in Vegas. So I'm assuming you're growing more than just for you.
Actually, as a matter of fact, she's kind of quit. As a matter of fact, she's been getting really sick. Well, she's been getting migraines, and she came back from
Growing good, B.
Vegas. I digress. We came back from Vegas, and she got coronavirus or COVID or whatever you call it. And I don't know what anyone calls it coronavirus. Anyway, she got it, and then
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Yeah, you guys go hard. Yeah. So needless to say, because she got it twice. She went to Vegas twice, got COVID twice. So she suffers from migraines, and it's just been hard for her to consume and not get migraines. So
I'm no doctor, but check the blood pressure. I actually was running the same exact thing, man. I've got too much sodium in my diet. Got like stage 1, what's it called?
Diabetes?
No, what's stage 1? Not hypertension, is it? It's like too high blood pressure, 130 over 80.
Oh, okay.
Like, and that was my headache issue, and then I lowered my sodium, and now I'm good.
She's suffered, like, she's had chronic migraines for years. And so, like, she's been, I don't want to get into her medical history because that's not fair.
Well, the digression of the fact of having to grow from multiple people and that you don't have as many plants and the watering's easier, where I think that's partially probably where you're able to be saved, is you didn't have a bunch of little clones, you didn't have an aeroponic cloner that was dead for days, you didn't have all these things, so, like, you set yourself up for success with that. You got, like, the survivalist garden, but you also grow these big beasts, so you're filling up the square footage, like, as if you...
It's all in the hole.
There exactly. It doesn't look like when you show that top, I forget you have 1 or 2 plants.
All right, let me get this warm-up game in. Goddamn.
But that's where
It's cool right now. Yeah, it's cool right now. Veg, it's wall-to-wall, 2 plants. But I've had. I think one of the biggest mistakes I ever did was grow too many plants. I like that was by far there was like a turning point. You know, when you first start growing, you can do anything. You can grow as many plants as you want. You can train them all as many as you want. You can do all kinds of different cultivars as you want. And then all of a sudden, your dreams kind of get honed in a little bit because then it's like, boom, bugs over. You know, they're too much work. The overgrown. You can handle it for sure. I could, and that was 15 plants was where I was like,
well, like I feel like you're better off to optimize a smaller amount and you get just the same amount.
That's what I learned.
Yeah, and I've learned the same thing over time. My issue is the genetics. I keep on popping more and more. I've got all these people in the stairs genetics like that, and Boston roots, and damn it, I'm popping them. I already did well, and I've got some great fields that I've got, man. Like, I have an issue with that. That's my issue. Is I keep getting new genetics, and I do this every time. Where I'm like, I only need 3. I'll keep 3, and I stumble on a shirt green pie. I'm like, what can I get cut? And then all of a sudden I get a package with a bunch of these great beans. Maybe I'll just pop 12, but then all of a sudden I'm back to 36. You know, and like I was trying to get myself back down to 6 total because
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Right to the air is Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed is computed by next-gen stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry by Elliott. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Able to slither by. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Elliott once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here through their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. 2nd down and 3. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damone Clark getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Damone Clark dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Now it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Oh, I fucked that up. Shit.
Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra points up and go. And now things going to get more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down.
Okay, they ain't good game then, cut.
That's the only 2 ways I believe you can scale a business is either figure out how to cut costs or figure out how to convince people that you have something that's unique enough in the market to justify your price point. You know? And that's like really hard pill to swallow. It's a really difficult thing to do. You know, it's because you have to first make people believe just that your product's good. And then you have to make them believe, okay, well, anybody can grow wheat just once. Can you do it over? And like the reality is that just takes time. You know, it's like it takes 3 months, 4 months to grow a mountain. You know, it's like so it takes time. So establishing a good quality brand or name for yourself will be step 1, right? Yeah, because if you can show yourself doing it correctly and effectively and efficiently over and over and over, then people can trust that they can come back to you and get that same product for that same price or maybe for a little bit more because it's crap, right? These people are putting their elbow grease into it. That's right. That's right. I'll pay a little more for a craft beer, or I'll pay a little more at the farmers market and go groceries or vegetables because I know that Sheila or Tom, they put that time in, grew those vegetables, and I'm going to benefit from having no GMOs or no pesticides, no nothing, right? So peace of mind is worth to me paying that extra dollar, and so establishing good name, good brand, that makes total sense.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I would say post that, that in and of itself is a hard task to do, but if you can get to a point where you have a following, you have people that truly support the brand, then from there it's just, can you do that through multiple product lines underneath the same umbrella, and then maintain that same quality control? Because at the end of the day, you just go to the grocery store, you go to the weed store, you go anywhere, look at how much of the same thing there is. Like, you can't even just buy jelly. Like, peanut butter and jelly, that's like a 35-minute decision.
Seriously,
think about that.
And I'll take pleasure too